Flag goes up from behind. Gates are back. And away and racing from the 1250 meter mark. And the starters caught them in a pretty good line. After the rain, as expected, one of the early front runners, Dean Street's also pushing forward to go and set up right alongside after the rain. So these two have gone off out in front and spearhead the attack. A good 3 lengths back and running to Silver Falcon, who's racing away in third. Then comes Tutor Faye, followed by Look for Hounds. And that leaves Hootspruit at the back end of the field, about 8 lengths separating first to last. As After the Rain still out in front, now has the lead to himself, goes 2 lengths clear. Back in second is Dean Street, then a further 2 lengths back and running to Silver Falcon, who's racing 4 lengths off the gallop. Then comes Tutor Faye on his outside, followed by Look for Hounds, and that leaves Hootspruit at the back end of the field, about 7 lengths off the speed as they corner for home, with just on 600 meters left to go. And it's After the Rain, trying to go barrier to box. Dean Street moves down towards that inside rail. Deep out on the track, Silver Falcon starting to move into the race with Tutor Faye and Look for Hounds. Then comes Hootspruit, who still has 4 lengths to make up, but it's After the Rain with 300 meters left to go. In front, Dean Street starting to move up, and Look for Hounds with a promising looking run down the centre of the course. It's Look for Hounds that's moved up alongside After the Rain and moves past. At the moment, Look for Hounds looks to be too good here. Look for Hounds keeps on extending the lead to win by about 2.5 lengths. After the Rain in second, Dean Street third. Then came Silver Falcon, Hootspruit and Tutor Faye. Number 2, Look for Hounds on the far left-hand side of your screen. The black sleeves, red cap. Bernard Vader for the Vaughan Marshall stable, bred by Mr. Foster and owned by Mr. Marshall himself, as well as Miss Jones. Now becomes a 6-time winner from the 28 career stars. You can just see moves past After the Rain and really starts to quicken up smartly into the closing stages. Number 2, Look for Hounds, the winner for race number 3.
Race 3, the Centenary Club Cape A Stakes over the 1250 was won by number 2, Look for Hounds, son of Pathfork. Well done to Mr. Norsi. He is the man responsible for looking after the horse and receives his R1,000 thanks to Hollywood Bets and Cape Racing. Vaughan Marshall, the conditioner. Well done for the win.
Thank you very much, Vicky. Thank you.
In the leading up interviews, you mentioned he won in KZN over the sprint trip and opted just to try to get in the Cape, and clearly he enjoyed it.
Yeah, he did, and it was an extra 50 meters here, so which made it a bit better for him. But, he's a soldier, the old horse, and he's our workhorse for all the big horses. He takes a torrid time, but he's paid us back mountains.
He has indeed, and he's such a horse, like you say. He's always so keen and willing. It's lovely to see when they have their turn in the sunshine.
No, absolutely. You see him going down, you wouldn't think he'd come back anyway. But once the gates open, he's a different kettle of fish. And he didn't like it early on, but a lot of the horses didn't. But he finished off very, very well. Thought he won a good race. And a big thank you to Alec and Gillian. They gave him to me, so it's just wonderful to have a win.
Enjoy it. Well done.
Thank you very much. But I must say, a great ride from Bernie.
Yeah, he had to do the work to get him across the other two.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Thanks.
Well done to Vaughan Marshall, conditioner of Look for Hounds. And as he said, he very much enjoys this horse. He's such a giving and willing horse, and often the companion for some of the big horses through the season. So he's most certainly put the work in consistently and been rewarded today. It doesn't look like Bernard Vaderherb is returning, so I'm sure very pleased with the win. As Vaughan mentioned, just thank you to him for the good, strong ride. Lovely win. Number 2, Look for Hounds. Well done to Mr. Foster for breeding.